Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on these reusable K-Cups for the Ninja DualBrew coffee makers. Now I was given these reusable K-Cups for free. So if you've got a Ninja DualBrew coffee maker that's got this pot adapter, it's got 3 needles on the top, 1 on the bottom. These you can use your own coffee grounds, put it in here, you're going to set it down, those 3 needles are going to go in there. Now I did find this doesn't close the best, but if you give it a little bit of a tight, it does close. Now here's what the reusable K-Cup looks like. Again, it's got a spot in the bottom for the needle to go to. That's a wire mesh filter, and then there's a spot for 3 needles on the top. They do come with these paper filters. You don't have to use a paper filter. You can put the coffee grounds right in here. You will get a little bit of sediment in your coffee. That's the really fine stuff that settles to the bottom of your coffee. But if you use a paper filter, you do not get the sediment. If you want to use a paper filter, you're just going to put it in here like this, and that'll hold 2 tablespoons of coffee. That's the same amount that a K-Cup will hold. K-Cups have 2 tablespoons of coffee in them, and they have a paper filter in there. It does come with this little scoop in order to put the coffee in there. And it takes just standard coffee you would normally use in a drip coffee maker. I'm going to use my Perfect Pod Easy Scoop. We're going to put it in there like that. That's exactly 2 tablespoons. Make sure there's no coffee grounds on the lip here. It's got a little O-ring. Push this down. That's very important to make sure that is sealed all the way around. Now this one's ready to use. Now let's put some coffee in the ones with the reusable, the paper filter I mean. With the paper filter, you'll notice that you have to kind of push it down a little bit so it doesn't kind of come up around the lip. But again, 2 tablespoons in there. Make sure you close this all the way. It's okay if some of the paper is underneath there, just as long as this is closed all the way. Okay, so you're going to set it in there. There is an arrow that points to the forward. Now I have found when you close this, kind of pull this towards you a little bit, and that does help kind of pushing it down. I like to brew mine on 8 ounces. Okay, so you can see it's brewing the cup of coffee. I don't get any water dripping around anywhere. It's all coming out the bottom. Now I have checked these. I don't get any coffee grounds in my coffee. Okay, so there's that cup of coffee. Again, this will have a little bit of sediment in it from not using a paper filter. Be careful lifting this up. Those can be hot. We can see there's how it did. Now getting them out can be just a little tricky. I kind of wiggle it back and forth a little bit and then it'll pop up. Okay, so let's put the one in. This is the one with the paper filter. Again, put it in there, that 1 needle, that goes forward. When you close it, kind of pull this towards you a little bit and then it kind of helps close that. Again, let's brew it on 8 ounces. So while that one's brewing, let's open this one up. There's how it did. Looks like it did a pretty good job of brewing. All the coffee grounds are saturated. Now, you can go compost those coffee grounds, and then you will have to kind of rinse this out a little bit. There will be some coffee grounds in there left after you bang them out. Again, it's doing a good job brewing. It's just coming straight out the bottom. I don't get any leaking water around the sides or anything. Now this coffee will taste a little bit different with that paper filter in there. It's not going to have the sediment in it, and it even looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit not as cloudy. This one, there is just a little bit of a cloudiness to it, not too bad. Okay, so it's finishing up. Here's the 2 side by side. Again, we come up here, lift this up. Opening this up is no problem. Taking these out can be just a little tricky, but again, just kind of wiggle it back and forth a little bit, then it should pop out. Now let's take a look at the one, be careful. This is the one with the paper filter. It's down in there just a little bit, you can see, but it did a good job with the paper filter too. Nothing overflowed. I didn't get any coffee grounds coming out the top or the bottom. Here's kind of a close-up view of the bottom. Okay, so I do wish these closed, the lid closed a little bit better, but after I found that trick of pulling it forward, it did seem to help very well. Now they work very well. I was very impressed with them. I didn't get any leaking. I didn't get any coffee grounds. I've made probably 10 cups of coffee with them over the last couple of days. I didn't get any coffee grounds in my coffee. You know, cleanup is very simple. They're kind of like a standard reusable K-Cup, but again, these are 3 needles on the top made specifically for the Ninja DualBrew coffee makers. It is nice to see a lot of manufacturers starting to make reusable K-Cups for this Ninja, because Ninja has not released any reusable K-Cups for the coffee maker. Again, I hope this video helps. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.